Hi everyone, just shooting a quick unboxing video of this Kramer Pacer Tiger that I recently purchased. It was an impulse buy. Always wanted a Tiger finish Kramer. They were not going to be doing any George Lynch Kramers as far as I'm aware, since he has this entire contract with ESP. So I decided to take the plunge and buy this one. What I like about this one is better than the Charvel Tiger finish is the fact that it's not monochrome, i.e. it's not just black and white or black and green or black and purple or black and fluorescent yellow or whatever the color has been recently on those satchel Charvels. Yeah, really looking forward to see what it looks like in person. I've taken all the usual tape off, so you're not spending a whole bunch of time cutting through tape. So let's dig in. I purchased this instrument from Sounds Effects. I mean, just an online purchase from an online guitar retailer. I think they're quite all one and the same these days. Although this one, weirdly enough, did not come with an external box like Anderton's and Thomann do. This one just came in the box like this. The courier guy kind of left it downstairs. The box looks a bit smashed up, so I'm hoping nothing's happened to the guitar underneath. Well, we shall find out together. All right, let's crack this open. Oh wow, that looks neat. Okay, not the best packing, I would say, given this should kind of all be in place, but I'm assuming it's moved around a little bit. And that worries me a little bit, is the fact that this is already torn. So I'm hoping the guitar itself is okay, but we'll find out. This is a Kramer Pacer, I guess they're standard vintage series models. They also have the graphic collection, but this is just a standard vintage Kramer. This is not the Satchel guitar, although Satchel did use Kramers before, but his were kind of leopard printed, initially painted, hand painted by this guy called Bo Pittman, who does airbrushing out of Alabama. So he did all of Satchel's guitars, and obviously then Kramer made a production version of those leopards before he moved to Charvel. This one, let's see what it comes with. It looks like all the tags have been taken off. Not much in there. I'll take a look at that later. I'm going to try and get the guitar out. I'm missing a trem arm. I wonder where that is. Okay, can I just tear this bag open, because I don't intend to keep it. Wow, that looks cool. That's beautiful color. Beautiful color. Look at that. Okay, I'm just gonna plunk the guitar over there for a second while I get rid of this stuff here. Oh, that's the trem arm. That's not particularly great, given the fact that it's been bouncing around in this box. 0 points for decent packaging, I'd say. Okay, I'm just gonna flip the guitar over, but before I do that, let me just show you the body. So this is a really nice paint job, and it is a paint job, it's not a decal. I spoke to the Kramer guys on Instagram before purchasing this, and apparently they are becoming scarce to find in Europe. So if you want one, I would suggest picking one up as soon as possible. It comes with a maple body similar to my Beretta, with this poly finish, and it's quite nicely done. I love the yellow to orange burst. I think that's quite cool. Really nice maple neck as well. Nice frets, no issues. Can't feel a single sharp end so far. Out of the way. Oh, very nicely done. Normally with Indonesian-made guitars, it's a hit and miss. I mean, it's with any manufacturer really, whether it's Indonesian, Chinese. I've had American-made Fenders with some completely shoddy fretwork. Then you've got the headstock here with the Kramer Pacer series, black hardware, usual string retainer. I actually like this headstock. This was kind of a, you know, Kramer used to have a proper Fender style headstock when they first started doing these, and obviously when they received the cease and desist order from Fender, they just went, okay, let's just get that bit off that looks like a Fender headstock and make it into this kind of what's known as the inappropriately or appropriately a beak headstock. Right. Frets nicely polished. Obviously, we're going to take the pickup covers off. This comes with a 59 in the neck, a Seymour Duncan JB, a Floyd Rose 1000 series tremolo, which has the steel block. But I have a 1000 series on my EVH as well as my other Beretta, and I actually really like this Floyd. I mean, obviously, Floyd aficionados will say, you know, the fine tuners feel a little bit better on a Floyd original, and that is true. But you're also paying an additional 100 plus pounds just for that privilege. And how much do you notice that when you're playing? Really nice. I think they use CTS spots for these. Don't quote me on that. I don't know why they went with the little mini toggle switch, but feels solid enough. No issues there. Standard strap buttons, nothing fancy. Same goes here. No locking straps or anything. The neck pocket is a nice fit. No gaps there. I've had Jacksons before with notoriously bad, gaps between the neck and the neck pocket. And I know that doesn't really cause any issues with respect to sound and kind of vibration transference across the strings, but it's just hideous. And then also, if there's a gap there, something's going to get caught in that, and the finish is going to chip. I'm loving the orange though. I've always wanted one of those Capri orange Strats, but this one's cool. The tiger straps don't go all the way back like the Charvels, just in the front, which is traditionally how these 80s guitars used to be. So it's kind of being true to that. Flipping this over. Oh shit, we've got a bit of a scratch there from the trem. And the trem arm being loose, but thankfully this is all, well, that's quite a gouge. I'm going to have to get in touch with them about that because that's pretty idiotic packaging that could have been avoided if they'd actually packed the trem properly in the bag as it meant to be. Anyway, moving on. Kramer logo, let me just focus on that a little bit. Yeah, the usual, it's obviously etched in there. So you can't see that clearly. That neck pocket, the neck plate seems to be a bit misaligned. I've been building guitars recently from various parts from Warmouth and whatnot, and yeah, I mean that's not really acceptable, but it's still fairly well aligned, so it's not really taking away from the fact that it's not going to hold the neck on properly. I mean, it feels very, very solid. Not moving at all. It's just slightly misaligned, or probably the shape of, the neck, and the way the body contours are for this Pacer, which is slightly different from a Strat. Maybe it seems that way, but no. All in all, really good finish. I got another dent there from this potentially rogue trim arm. Okay, that's annoying. Something to get in touch with the retailer about. Possibly ask for a replacement, really, because for a brand new guitar, I am not a relic guy, and for a brand new guitar, this is unacceptable, really. Yeah, I mean, I don't get these sponsored. I kind of do my own reviews, pay for my own guitars, so it's a bit annoying when a guitar doesn't arrive as you would expect it to arrive, which is in perfect condition from the retailer without any dents. I mean, you wouldn't buy a car with dents, would you? So why would you buy a guitar with dents to begin with? Unless you obviously were buying a relic guitar. These are meant to be quarter sawn, well, have a strip of quarter sawn maple through them, but it looks like that end bit a little bit is from, you know, the shaft where the would have been cut. So it's got a little bit of that quarter sawn grain in there, but otherwise just standard maple neck, usually kind of satin urethane finish, really nice. Again, nothing extraordinary here. Standard kind of tuners, non-branded. I like the fact that the serial number on these are etched, laser etched, as opposed to, you know, a decal or printed on. And then you've got this handy, very handy tool, Allen keys for your Floyd Rose, which otherwise is a pain in the ass. I did find another product called a hex key or hex hider by Floyd Rose, which is kind of a magnetic thing which just sticks to your tuners. And I find that a lot easier to use than these, because you have to, I mean, these are quite hard on, so you have to really twist these things to be able to remove the Allen key. Well, not much else to it. I mean, again, you know, Kramer design is always ahead of its time. Very practical, kind of, you know, access holds to be able to adjust your springs, and your trim arm kind of tension for the Floyd versus the string tension, spring tension versus the string tension, just by adjusting these screws without having to take the entire thing off, which is very practical. Standard recess control plate, which I like, and I don't know why more companies can't do that. I mean, PRS, annoyingly now, has stopped doing it themselves. I know it's a cost save, but I mean, how much does it cost to adjust the CNC to just get this? This is so much nicer than having a protruding plate like this for your control cavity. Side jack, which is straight down, classic Kramer, kind of, I guess, the old telly style, really, because this is one of those ones that's got the long jack that goes in, similar to what you would have in a vintage Telecaster, I guess, without the spring cap and jack. And that's it. Yes, and we have both these volume knobs are push-pull. They kind of do the series parallel. They are not coil splits. They're just doing a series parallel kind of circuit for each of the humbuckers to change the sound a little bit. I believe this is what Satchel does with his Fishmans as well. They have that. They give you kind of a mid-range honk or a thinner, more trebly sound for those classic 80s riffs. I wish they did a heel truss rod adjust, because I find that super convenient in my EVH guitar, but hey ho, this is a vintage accurate as much as possible guitar, so I don't see why they would include that in the first place. But yeah, one final look through, top to the bottom. Floyd Rose R2 nut. It just R2, R3, R4 just references the string spacing and the nut width. That's the only difference. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I will try and upload some sounds for this guitar when I'm able to do so, but yeah, I mean, really excited to have this in home, part of my collection. If you're looking to buy one of these based on what Kramer has, mentioned on their Instagram, or having spoken to a Kramer representative, they've said that these are either getting discontinued or being changed in some way, shape, or form. So if you wanted this version with the maple body, then I would say go buy one. I mean, they are very, very well, decently priced with the spec compared to some other guitars in the same kind of, similar sort of range, Jackson's IE, etc., which are not as good with respects to pickups and the hardware, etc., and the versatile circuit. So go pick yourself one of these if you want a tiger finish, unless you're keen to do it yourself. All right, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, do what you need to do, and have a good day. Thanks.